Well, information warfare can be a difficult concept for everyday citizens to get their heads around, and I know it's tough, but I'll say up front, the information warfare is not new. Military deception, psychological operations, generate the non-kinetic effects that generate an influence have been around since biblical times. What's new, of course, is the conduct of these activities in cyberspace, and because of our increasing interconnectedness, our increasing reliance on digital information and electronic devices in our everyday lives, let alone for commerce and for security, we are all active players now in the information environment, and that's why people should be interested in information warfare. And that's where education and awareness is important. It was Clausewitz who talked about war being politics by the means, that it's about influence, coercive influence on an enemy to influence their willingness to continue to fight. And that can be achieved through kinetic means, the use of weapon systems and physical manoeuvre, but it can also be achieved through non-kinetic manoeuvre in the information environment. And of course, while I said that a lot of these techniques have been around since biblical times, of course what's new of those activities in this relatively new domain of cyberspace? Well, the Australian Defence Force has recognised cyberspace as a warfighting domain alongside the traditional warfighting domains of land, sea, air and more recently space, but now we talk about cyberspace as that fifth warfighting domain, and in fact in an Australian Defence Force perspective we've got a slightly broader description of that fifth domain being information and cyber, just to recognise that cognitive aspect of information warfare. Like any military capability, the idea is to be able to use these capabilities both defensively and offensively. I'm always talking about the fact that there's no real deterrence from a defensive posture. The deterrence comes from the ability to reach out and touch an adversary at a time and place of your choosing. Like all defence operations, it's absolutely a team effort. We don't necessarily need our cyber operators to be able to run up and down steep hills in the middle of the night carrying a machine gun, albeit some of them do, and some folk truly enjoy that, which is fabulous. Importantly here is that Defence has adopted a policy where some of those traditional entry standards may be waived on a case-by-case basis. That really, where there are those attributes and those skills that we can put to immediate use, some of those traditional physical standards could be considered for waiver.